Hello and welcome to a widescreen mod for Zombies Ate My Neighbors Deluxe, or DX as I call it. I created this new ROM hack to bring Zombies Ate My Neighbors fully into widescreen, correcting UI and gameplay. And it supports 16:9 and 16:10 aspect ratios. I use Meson to again analyze the background layers and find hook points for different UI scenes and different parts of gameplay that needed correcting. So in addition to the analog controls and twin stick shooting that Zombies Ate My Neighbors DX brings, it really puts the whole package together and makes the game playable in a modern way that's never been possible before. So I'm finding I'm really enjoying it. I also included a couple more mods, but I'll show everything in a second after some gameplay. First, I'll go through the first couple levels, and then I'll demonstrate the launcher that I created. One of the best things about this mod is that you can now move and shoot in any direction, which it was pretty hard to hit the zombies before. But another thing this mod does is increase the hitbox size on items. A lot of times the keys were just really hard to pick up. So now it's a little bit easier. It's only a 50% increase. It's from 16 pixels to 24 pixels. So, but it really does help a lot, and it feels just about right. Like you see, I barely got that one, but it's still not too large. It's pretty good to the intent of the game, I think. So let's go through to level 2. And this time, I didn't miss anybody. I just think it's really cool to have the widescreen part of the mod. It did take some doing, but as you can see, beyond like the level loading, it clamps correctly to like a 16:9 aspect ratio for walking towards the edge of the level too, which is pretty cool. It doesn't affect enemy spawning or behavior, so they'll still do exactly the same things they would in 4x3, so it's not like the zombies won't go and kill survivors or neighbors that are on the sides of the screen when they wouldn't have normally, so that's good. So it's purely a visual fix. Let's see. I guess I can talk about one of the other things I have is I put weapons on the triggers and items on the bumpers. So now I can go back and forth between weapons and not get lost, or if I overshoot, I can just go back, which is pretty handy. That's thanks to another mod which put it on the left bumper, but I kind of modified the mod a little bit and put it on the triggers and bumpers. That mod was designed for a Super Nintendo controller that doesn't have triggers, so it makes more sense for that layout. Oops. You know, it's really hard to play and talk. So, shooting a neighbor, thankfully, it doesn't do anything. Let me get to level 3 and then I'll demonstrate the launcher and all the options. Okay. There's one scene in particular I just wanted to show where there's a lot of zombies, and it works really well, but also demonstrate how there's no slowdown. right here, the zombies spawn very quickly. But I'll let them go ahead and spawn, and you'll see, even with lots of zombies on screen, lots of effects, no slowdown. So this is really a great way to play Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Yeah, with that, I'm going to go ahead and showcase the launcher. So here's the launcher. It comes in a zip that you just extract. You'll need a US copy of Zombies Ate My Neighbors ROM. You just put it in the folder where the game is. I'll go ahead and open that really quick. So, in this case, I didn't have it in the folder. If you don't have it in the folder, it'll ask you where it is. But you can do that, or you can stick it here. But basically, it already comes with all of the patches enabled. By default, this one you can't toggle off. It's bigger hitboxes, analog movement, and twin stick aiming. That's just the core of Zombies Ate My Neighbors DX. But widescreen I made optional for people who might not prefer to see the extra stuff on the side. Maybe you feel like it's more intense without it. Because, zombies spawn within the 4x3 area. So technically the area on the sides, they don't spawn in. So maybe it feels more intense in 4x3, or maybe you're a purist. Maybe you want to play it on a CRT. I don't know, but also you can choose your aspect ratio here. And if you confirm it, it'll actually go and patch the ROM for that. Then I also have the Bloody Disgusting Edition. This is a great mod which takes the blood from the Genesis version and uses that same color for Game Over, which it had on Genesis, but on Super Nintendo it was censored because I guess Nintendo was worried about it. So this uncensors the Super Nintendo version. This is the one that enables you to do the weapon and item swapping on the triggers and bumpers, so you can go forward and backward. And then I have one, I renamed it Battery Save, but it's really, if you go to romhacking.net, this hack, it's called SNESRAM or something like that. The actual creator reached out to me and asked if I could include it, so I did. It allows you to save your game. It automatically saves your game after each level, saving your ammo, all the items, except for your squirt gun and health pack, I think. You get one of those and some new ammo. Looks like I need to fix a few bugs here, but that's okay. Under Configure Controller, you'll find you can configure up to, well, it really should be 2 controllers. I'll fix that, but you can configure 2 controllers, and you can see what's being pressed. You can configure, everything comes pre-configured automatically, but you can change the bindings if you want. For instance, if you don't want items on the bumpers, you want them on the triggers, you can change that. Also, if you turn off this mod, go to Configure Controller, you'll have the standard layout from the original game. So you don't have to deal with muscle memory if that's causing trouble for you. Or you could turn it on and then configure it to your liking to be closer to the original layout. So yeah, this is the mod that I've worked on, and hopefully it's one of the best ways to play Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I hope you guys enjoy.